Hey everybody, Sedge here. Gonna bring you a little bit of a Blacklight Retribution intro video. It's a fairly recent free-to-play game. It's a follow-up to Blacklight Tango Down. It's a first-person shooter for PC. It is free to play, although like many free-to-play games, there are microtransactions where you can buy game options and customizations and weapons and all sorts of stuff with real money. So I was going to go through a few of these little features they have for the game. So these are all the customization options you have for your character. You can unlock special hero characters that have beefed up stats and their own weapons. These you can only buy with Zen. Zen is the real world currency that you pay for, which can be exchanged for in-game items. The other currency is GP, which is what you earn from playing games. That's the in-game currency that you can spend to unlock stuff. And then there's a third currency called combat points, which you earn during a match. And sort of like Call of Duty, it's how you unlock your perks and your kill streaks. So it allows you to unlock things like rocket launchers or big mechs that have rail guns and miniguns on them. So those you can only spend during the current match to help raise your score or help with the objectives. In your equipment, you have your different slots. You have helmet, chest, legs. These other two are cosmetic. You have a camouflage and a trophy slot. And then in your gear, you have different slots. You can unlock more of these by equipping this kind of gear that has extra gear slots on it. Some of the gear has like extra run speed or extra armor, extra health, so you can kind of kit out your character the way you feel like you want to play. There's a whole plethora of different kind of gear you can unlock, like grenades, stun grenades, different kind of melee weapons. The depot is what I was explaining before with the combo points, where you can unlock stuff during the current match to use in that match, but then when the game ends, you lose all that currency. Again, GP is what you keep when you're out of the matches to spend on these kind of customization options. In the weapons, again, you can unlock all sorts of different stuff for your weapons. A lot like Call of Duty, you can unlock different scopes and muzzles, and it actually goes a little more in depth than Call of Duty in terms of how you can customize your gun. So receiver is probably the biggest changer because it actually changes the most how your gun behaves. So for instance, there's a bolt action rifle receiver, which turns it into a one-shot sniper rifle with the highest damage. Combat rifle is a single shot sort of a assault gun. Burst rifle fires 3-round bursts. Submachine gun is a kind of a short range, high rate of fire. Light machine gun, a longer range, high rate of fire with a lot of kick. Heavy assault rifle, and then different variants of those kind of guns. So that's mainly how you're going to determine how you're going to play when you pick that kind of loadout. So there's all sorts of options with your gun. You can kit out your muzzle, the barrel, what kind of magazine. There's like incendiary magazines where it causes your target to light on fire for a short amount of time. Your scope, again, a lot like Call of Duty, there's different kind of scopes, red dots, longer sniper style scopes. They all have different kinds of reticles, so you can kind of pick what fits your play style. Stock, which kind of affects how your recoil of your gun acts, how long it takes to zoom in when you scope. Weapon tags, which are mostly cosmetic, but they actually do provide buffs like reducing recoil or increasing damage. And then again, camo, there's different kind of camo to choose how your gun will look. So quite a bit of options in terms of how your gun's going to perform and how you prefer to play. With all of these, you can purchase them using the GP, which does take quite a while to earn. You can choose durations, so obviously the longer you want to have that piece of equipment available to you, the more it's going to cost, permanent being the longest and being the most expensive to buy. So you can choose your payment options too. You can use your GP, which again you earn in-game, and you can use to buy these kinds of things, or you can use your real money to purchase Zen and buy stuff. Certain things are only available to Zen, so if you're going to play completely free to play, you won't have quite as many options as someone who's actually going to pay for their customization. There's quite a few social things. You can, of course, invite friends, create clans. When you level up, the game actually gives you some short duration equipment, so you can kind of test out things before you decide to buy it. Another thing you can do when you're customizing your guns is you can buy pre-mades, which have all sorts of different barrels and scopes and stuff already equipped. And so you can buy those, and that's usually a lot cheaper than if you're going to buy all the parts separately and apply it to your own loadouts. So that's one way to go if you want to try out some different options, see what other players are using. I think a lot of these are user-made, and then they get submitted, and the developers get to decide what they want people to be using or what people can see. So that can be a good way to go, especially if you like a lot of variety and you don't want to spend a lot of time earning enough GP to buy permanent parts for yourself. It is a multiplayer only game. There's no single player campaign or co-op like that. It's all multiplayer. There are quite a few variants, as you might expect from a first-person shooter, like capture the flag, capture point, team deathmatch, kill confirmed. So there's a fair amount of variety. So I think that'll do it. Went through some of the main options. Again, the marketplace is where you can buy stuff with Zen. Training, there's a quick little tutorial mode, and that's about it. As of now, my biggest complaint with the game is there isn't a working party mode. So you can't invite players to a party, you can't invite friends and join matches together and guarantee that you're on the same team. So that's kind of a huge downfall in a multiplayer shooter. So hopefully they're working on that. I have no idea if they're going to patch that in or when that'll be. But if they did fix that, it would be a very good game. I'm liking it so far. Again, if you're a first-person shooter fan, if you like Call of Duty, there's kind of a similar kind of feel here with aiming down the sights, picking the guns you like to use, and playing in your own way. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later.